Alrighty YouTubers, welcome to another video. Today we're checking out San Diego Comic-Con. We got the PCS booth with all the amazing Rocky statues, Ivan Drogo, you got Apollo Creed from Rocky 4, and these look absolutely awesome. Apollo Creed from Rocky 2, and then Rocky 2 production, they really fix that portrait. I absolutely love this line. Looks amazing, and it also comes with the Italian styling robe and robe stand, and there he is wearing the robe. So I think that's really cool that PCS did this. They are going to do Clubber Lang from Rocky 3. Here's the MK statues. You got Melina, Noob Saibot, and Jade. And they do look awesome, of course. I'm still tempted on that Jade. I really like that Noob Saibot. It's very dynamic and very cool looking. So Jade, she does look good. For sure. I actually like that last portrait. Melina definitely looks good, but I do prefer my Melina. Here is the best Wolverine 1/3 in the market. PCS killed it on this. Very impressive. Great pose, great base. And you have Black Panther on throne. Kind of crazy they did the throne so high. That's probably going to discredit some people from buying it because the height statue is really difficult. Nevertheless, it does look pretty awesome. They do give you an unmasked portrait of Chitala. So, very cool statue for sure. Though it kind of looks underscaled comparing the size of him next to Wolverine. But as you can see, it has good textures and looks overall great. Then you have Mega Man as well as Psycho statues. These are 1/4 scale. Mega Man is massive. He does look awesome. I never actually played the Mega Man game, so I'm not familiar with it. I just know of it. And here's just a quick pics of Rocky. And these really do look great. The bases are simple, but they work and they all match, so it'd be a great line to collect. I don't like the Jade and Melina having matching. So here is Loki, one of my most anticipated pre-orders. This thing looks absolutely amazing. I do think the colors are slightly off on the green and gold. It's a little vibrant, but it does look absolutely amazing. Then you got the Tom Holland Spider-Man, which does look great, although the top of his hairline is kind of like, it needs a little bit more hand-punched hair. It almost looks like he's balding. Doctor Strange is absolutely perfect. This thing is freaking mind-blowingly realistic and just absolutely killer. Big fan of this. They did the hair perfectly. The base is amazing. Super impressive. Then we got Horus from ECC. This is like the companion to my Anubis statue made by Mio Nakamura. And it does look awesome. I don't have any plans to get this, but it's definitely a very cool Egyptian themed. We got the reptilian gray bust in 1/3. These are just concept alien pieces by Steve Wang. Definitely very cool looking. I wouldn't doubt it if this is what aliens really look like in person. This thing's sick looking. It's like a Reaper concept piece by Steve Wang. Very cool looking mouth. Giant, crazy like tongue-like thing coming out. So very cool. Definitely a big fan of this one. No plans to get it, but I'm very impressed. Those glass eyes look very sinister. There's some detail in the back that I'm just not sure what is going on there. Definitely love to get some more images. They really need to start throwing some of their statues up for PO. They have a lot they've shown, but nothing on pre-order. But this is definitely one of the more impressive ECC statues that we've seen. Yeah, just check out those eyes. Those are killer. Captain America life-size bust. This thing is super impressive. Massive. Really impressed with this piece. It is extremely tempting. That shield is massive. Definitely going to be a massive space hog. At least 3/4 of a 48-inch wide garage shelf. But I'm very impressed, and I really do like this a lot. So it's very tempting for me to get this. But yeah, it looks amazing. Then you got the half-scale cap. Definitely like a perfect half-scale captain, at least for endgame version. So you can't go wrong with this one. If you want a half-scale cap, you will not get better than this. It has the exact same sculpt as the life size. Looks amazing, with the hammer, the shield. Here is, I believe, Masters of the Universe Skeletor by Tweeterhead, I think. That's my guess. Again, I'm not here in person. This is a YouTube fan who sent me these videos. And another, I believe, Masters of the Universe villain. So it does look awesome. And then another Master Universe. At least this is my guess. So it looks cool. Yeah, and then there's He-Man on the Battle Cat. I believe that's like their 1/6 scale, maybe. Tweeterhead usually does like 1/6, 1/5 scale, some 1/4. That looks about 1/6 And it definitely looks great. I really want to get more into He-Man because I've seen a few Netflix series and I was quite impressed. I really liked it. I just didn't grow up watching this stuff, but that does look cool. So, yeah, and then the Skeletor bust, that thing's super cool. I love Skeletor. I like the idea of him. The skeleton head, the armor, very cool. And then here is just some creature, some monster, not sure who made this, Myths and Monsters. You got Superman, looks alright with the dog as well, reminds me of the most recent movie. A Harley Quinn, looks about 1/6. That's probably the tweeter head still. And then their Joker on throne, which looks awesome. Very cool looking. Really nice throne piece for sure. And I know they have that in 1/6 and 1/4. So I know this is a big hit among collectors. Then it looks like you have the Batman piece that you could always display with it. Not painted up just yet, but it does look good. Action pose, throwing a batarang on top of a gargoyle themed base. Wonder Woman, making her very tall with that pose. Quite cool base. And that Superman, this one looks different than the one with the dog. Aquaman, so it's like they're making the whole Justice League, I believe, in 1/6 scale. So he looks good with that water base and Flash. So yeah, you really do have the full Justice League. And Green Lantern, and this is the Jon Stewart version. And it has that little chipmunk guy. I'm not familiar with him, so that's $400 for that. Not bad for the price and what you get. Alrighty, here is Sideshow statues. You have Spider-Man, Gwen, and I think Miles Morales, all 3 premium formats by Sideshow. I do like these ones. I think they look great. They're very dynamic. They have like a cityscape in the background. So very cool looking. I do like this Spider-Man better than their recent premium format. This one does look better in my opinion. I like the pose quite a bit. I think they can make the base a little bit better, but overall it does look good. And there's Miles Morales. That one looks awesome. I think that's also better than the one I used to own, the 1/4. That one was great, but I like that one more. Alright, then we have the Black Panther 1/4, which looks decent. I'm not sure what's going on with these videos, filming the ground. Alright, Sauron by Pure Arts. I do like this quite a bit. It's pretty freaking tall. And then Assassin's Creed. Wasn't huge into that game, so these statues don't interest me a ton, but it does look very cool, no doubt. This is from the pirate game version, because there's lots of different versions of Assassin's Creed. Not sure what the heck that is. Some sort of flying creature with some giant tongue coming out. And I believe that is from Cyberpunk. I never actually played that yet. I was waiting for the PS5 update. That's the Keanu Reeves Cyberpunk statue. Looks pretty good. This is the Prime 1 booth. Well, it's in Sideshow, but it's Prime 1 statues. Love that Green Goblin. Best Green Goblin I've ever seen. Along with Sinestro. Amazing. Very cool. Very tall statues. With their poses. Those things are freaking huge. Like 40 inches. But they're super impressive. If I was to get a 1/3 Green Lantern, and I didn't care if it was comic or movie, I'd get that comic. You got the Dune statue. Very simple, but great sculpt because it is by Blitzway. I don't have interest in that. You got the 1/3 Bats. This is the most recent Batman movie, and that one does look awesome. Then the Joker with that chick behind him. This is 2 separate 1/3s that combine into one massive statue. Very, very cool concept piece. And I believe she was like the replacement for Harley. But I do like this one quite a bit. I think the Joker looks amazing. And that chick also looks awesome. So these two are very cool. And also she's very tall as well. You can see next to Pattinson, Batman, just how she towers over him as well. Due to that massive base. So she looks great. Then you got Vampirella. That is the best Prime 1 statue there at the booth. That thing looks absolutely phenomenal. Super awesome statue. Definitely very tempting for me to get, going next to my red Sonya, with the matching style base with snakes and skulls and a sexy woman. So definitely something that we'll probably see in the Flankster cave. I'm not pre-ordering it yet. I need to figure space, and when it's closer to actually shipping and we see some in hands is when I'll probably end up ordering this. So I don't think it will sell out. They're going to make a massive edition size on this one. But it is a huge hit among collectors, and people said it was absolutely breathtaking in person. So for me, that is the highlight of the Prime 1 stuff. For the 1/4, got to be Ellen Ripley. I wish this was 1/3, but it is 1/4, so it's a pass for me. Otherwise, I love the concept. I love the base. I love the egg and face hugger. I do like the head sculpt. Overall, fantastic Ripley. This is like a Beast Wars Megatron. Very cool, but, as you know, I'm only into the movie stuff. But, if you guys are into the cartoon version, this is awesome.
They got a thing over there.
Massive piece, too. That thing is huge. Pure Arts Batman Cowl. Pretty cool. Then you got the T1000. I do have this on PO. Very excited for that colored version. It's going to be wall-mounted for me. I do like it quite a bit. I think the likeness could be slightly improved, but it is good enough, and I love all the liquid metal in the eye. The full liquid metal one, I honestly don't know who would buy that, unless you are a die-hard liquid metal fan and you want to get both versions, but the painted up version is far better for me. But very cool. And behind that, I'm not sure if he's going to show the video, but we do have the Resident Evil Village. Yeah, there she is. That piece is massive. It's like 3 feet tall. It's quite expensive as well, like $1,500. She was super creepy in the video game. So if you want a statue of her, this is the one to get, for sure. But I do think she looks awesome. Very simplistic base. Although when you do compare this to like the likes of Nemesis, who's the same price, I do feel like she's overpriced for how simple she is. She should be honestly like $1,000. But this is probably the only one we're going to get of her. So she was super creepy in the game. That game was absolutely amazing. But the statue looks great. Then you got Cap 1/4 by Iron Studios. Awesome statue. I hear it's absolutely massive in person. You got the 1/4 Luke. And if you look at Luke compared to how big Cap was, Cap is definitely massive. I think that Luke could use an improved likeness. Don't think it's that great. Everything else looks great on this statue. I'm a much bigger fan of this Darth Maul. I like this quite a bit. If I was to buy another Maul, it'd probably be this one or the custom one I've seen going around, but I like this one quite a bit. Definitely more than my old Sideshow one that I owned, or Sideshow version 2. It's a very simple museum pose, but it just works, and I like the base, the fact he has that orb actually flying next to him. And then we got what looks like a 1/4 Boba Fett. Not sure who makes this. Possibly Iron Studios. If so, I haven't seen it yet. Could also be Hot Toys. But 1/4 Boba Fett. And it almost looks like the TV series one. Yeah, let's see. 1/4 scale statue. I'm guessing Iron Studios. And here is just some pictures as well we got. So, Dark Souls. There's the Iron Man I almost bought by Sideshow. Miles Morales again. It is hard to get photos and videos because there's glass in front of 90% of these statues, and so the glass really portrays a reflection. So it is difficult to sometimes get these good photos. Unless it's out in the open like this, then it's much easier. So this is just a giant Naruto bowl. There is that Reaper. And then Loki. Loki I think is probably my favorite bust by Queen. Loki, Doctor Strange, there's the Gray, and the Horus, which I do think looks awesome. Very cool looking. And then here is more video of the Ninja Turtles. So this is a 1/3 scale line by PCS. So definitely a big hit for those who want the more cartoon, comic-based versions of Turtles. But that's pretty much it, folks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe.